football fans, welcome, and let's engage each other to see how our football IQ matches. Yeah. That's about that. So first of all, I should be comfy so that I can deal with guys like you. Yeah, do you guess work ya sign language yangu manze. Anaweza kuwa interested na kulearn sign language. So kwanza kabisa like to wish people around here happy birthday. Welcome to the show. Brothers and sisters. Tuongelele Manchester United kidogo. Manchester United were very lucky yesterday. Very lucky manze. It was a chance from Patrick Dogu. Patrick Dogu was the one who got Manchester United out of trouble yesterday by a very beautiful volley. A very beautiful volley. Kama sio Dogu jana mani wangejua. What's up? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm trying to talk about football. Kenya, Africa. And you? Where are you from? What part of this world are you from? India. In Mumbai or Delhi. And let me ask you a question. Why do you produce a lot of movies where you exaggerate so much? Kolkata, yeah, I've heard of Kolkata in your Indian movies. You like movies so much, so many movies, you Indians. As we like running running all marathon, Boston Marathon, Indian Marathon. You're champions of marathons, like you do movies. I like Salman Khan, by the way. Yeah, I thought it was not that serious over there because what we know from here, if you tell somebody he's an Indian, first of all, what he'll think about is movies. And by the way, a genuine question: why do you put a lot of songs in your movies? After every 5 minutes song, every 5 minutes a song. What's that all about? What's that all about? Every 5 minutes a song. Every 5 minutes a song. Can't songs be songs and movies be movies? Must they be united? Indians in the house need to tell me this. Why do you unite your songs and your movies? Hi, what's up? What part of this world are you from? By the way, we had a topic here. Why do Indians like to unite their songs and their movies? Why do you think they like to do that? What are you talking about? Similar traditions in Africa and India. How? Here, songs are songs, movies are movies. The only thing we do different, the only thing I feel we do different is we like to copy a lot of things from. Sorry guys, sorry. The only thing I know we overdo is we like to copy Europeans. Like you find those Africans that thinks they're Christians, they copy a lot of what Christians do. Those Africans that thinks they're Muslims, they copy a lot of what Muslims do. You get the point. But I'm still yet to find an African Hindu. Or you guys out there, you have seen African Hindus? No, but those movies were made by, those movies were not made by Africans. The African movies that should judge Africa are the ones that we've produced maybe in the last 10 years. Because really, in the 60s or in the 50s, those African movies were not African movies because they were being directed by, a lot of it was, Africans were just appearing. Like, do you know who founded the, who, like in my place, we have what do we call, theater? Yeah, that theater belonged to the British. They used to produce there. So when we got independent, we did not have the capacity to start doing everything. So they remained behind. Yeah, and they directed a lot of our movies. So what I'm telling you, back then we did not have movie directors, and but right now we have. Right now we have. So it was made by Europeans, those movies. Yeah. I get that point. We do worship by songs, but on that, even though you are right, first of all, let me start by that. You are right. We do worship by songs, but I've told you a lot of African stuff have influenced Africa. So, like when we say worship, back then Africans had a way of worship. Yeah, had their gods. But after colonization and everything, yeah, but Africa is losing her traditions. We are talking about the same thing, I believe. Africa is losing her traditions and Africa is adapting other traditions that are not African. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah, we are adapting European doctrines, Arabic doctrines, so we are losing our traditions. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Nah, who brought Christianity to Africa? Who brought Christianity to Africa? Who brought Christianity to Africa? Who brought guns to Africa? Who brought politics to Africa? So the only thing that Europe is interested in from Africa, raw materials, things like gold, diamond, oil, but everything else, everything else, they dump on us. We copy from them. But not me. Me, I try to maintain, even though I have to because some of it has already become a way of life. But I try to remain as African as possible. Why? Wrong where? Wrong where? Tell me, my brother. Wrong where? I'd like to know. I've told you the only thing that Europe is interested in Africa is raw materials, things like gold, silver, and uh, oil. And let me tell you this, if you don't know. Yeah, and they are not African. That is my point exactly. I believe all religions are a way of controlling people. And that's why instead of them coming to Africa to colonize, tell me, how are they linked? How are they linked? And you should subscribe to my channel. I'm waiting for you, my brother. How is Christianity made up of African religion? It's not. I'm telling you, we are losing our African traditions and adapting European traditions, which include Christianity. Christianity is not made up of African religion. First of all, Christianity was brought by missionaries to Africa. I believe you know that. It was brought by missionaries. And let me tell you why it was brought first. It was brought first so that they had systems, they had agents. Why didn't they? They came first with the Bible, then the gun. Why not the other way around? Yes, yes, 100%. Hi to Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Welcome, welcome. I'm from Kenya, Nairobi. You are engaging with this brother of mine here. Like the stream, please. Support the channel. I appreciate that. Yes, let's continue, my brother. Nah, I can't say that. I'm not a girl. Yes, yes. I agree with you completely. Where you are not agreeing with me is Africans are first generation, but Africans did not set out to colonize others. So by the time others had built a reputation, they came for Africa. And when they came for Africa, when they overpowered Africa, when they ruled Africa, after they left physically, but they left their systems, their forms, their ideologies back in Africa. That's why I'm telling you, like my grandfathers used to worship under the tree. Yeah, my grandfather used to worship every time. But after your people came here, after your people divided our continent, after Europeans left, we started worshiping on Sunday. And we can no longer worship anything that does not resemble a white person. If I don't know if I'm making sense, and I don't want to be rude. So we had to live our own way and assimilate ourselves into foreign traditions, which are not African traditions. That's why I'm telling you, Africa is losing, because Africa is losing our traditions. Like we used to drink. I will. I'll save this. Save for me this title. I will save this title. Yes. And let me ask you before I go, who has written this book? Is it an African or a European? So that I know where we. Yes. This who has written this book? Like our history, our history, the one you're telling me to read, Babti, what be or something, what be I believe. We cannot allow people who are not from Africa to tell our history for us. It is us who know our histories. Oh, what you? Yeah, I've read. I'm asking you questions. What am I not understanding? Can you please elaborate to me? What am I not understanding? Because I believe, let me ask you a question. Do you believe those who entered Africa, do you believe they took it by force? Yes or no? So, okay. Let me get this clear. Which part of Africa is Jesus from? Name one part of Africa where Jesus is from. One, just one. No, let's first deal with this first comment. Christianity is from African religion. Christianity is from African religion. Let's talk about that. I've asked you which part of Africa is Jesus from, so that I understand you. I want to understand you comment by comment, like you just said. So let's tackle this, and then we'll talk about this of pagan. So the question is, which part of Africa is Jesus from? And if Jesus is not from Africa, then explain to me how Christianity is from African religion, please. Christianity is foreign in Africa. It came by ships. Mkenya umeanza mchezo. Bethlehem Kenya, kuwa serious. Kufiti lakini subscribe kwa channel. So my bro, tell me, where is Jesus from in Kenya? If you are saying Christianity is from African religion, I'd like to understand so that I get you clearly. Christianity is, Jesus is just the story created. But this is your own opinion, yes? Yes or no? How many people share this opinion with you? You know, there is facts, and then there is what you believe. Even me, I have something I believe. But we have nothing to substantiate this claim. This Christianity you are talking about, me, I don't know it. Me, I know the Christian of Jesus of Nazareth, who died, I don't know, for sins of people in the Son, the Father. That is the Christianity I know. My brother, if what you are saying are facts, how come I'm hearing of them right now? And why did I hear about the other Christianity before I hear about this? I'm telling you, there is opinion, what you think, and then there is facts. Even me, I believe like there is God, but I've not yet found how to get to that state of mind where I can communicate with him. To research where, which book, which article, or I need to come to India so I can be serious, my brother. Stop confusing me. Yeah, even people don't want to talk about Satan, but it is written in the Bible, Satan was this and this. It is written in the Quran, Satan was this and this. It is written in Hinduism, there is Satan. So in all this religion, one thing we must agree upon, all of us, is there is Satan. So Satan is not an opinion, it's a fact, because he exists here and here and here, and you know where you can get it. So where can I get the materials you use to research so that I can share the same knowledge with you? Bro, please, let me advise you, please. Whatever you know, do not assume is right. Yeah? Whatever you know, do not assume is right. I'm not saying you should not have an opinion. You should. You should. From you, I believe you need wisdom from me. Because you don't want to deal with facts. You want to deal with opinions. And that's what, and haven't you read the title of in the screen? Ask me anything. Is that not a way to start questions? Is that not wisdom I'm seeking? Is that not research I'm doing? Stop being emotional. I've told you, what you think you know is not what the whole world shares. You know, I might believe I'm strong. The heck, I believe I'm strong. But maybe somebody will look at me and see I'm weak. And that is their opinion. And I cannot change them. Bro, I think you should start first by touch some grass, man. Touch some grass. Start by reading some books. You know, maybe you might believe you are wise because you are old, but let me tell you this African saying that says, even fools do get old. So don't believe because you are old or something. Kenya, man, place of fertile lands and you should stop. You are on my platform. Touch some grass. A lot, a lot. First of all, Arsenal, I love Arsenal. I was dealing with another guy who thinks his opinions are facts. Basketball, a bit. A bit. And you're still after me. Who's the fool? They say you should not argue with the fool. So you are still arguing. So if you argue with a fool, you become a fool. So you're already the fool. Yeah? I'm not emotional. I won't be emotional as you. You know, as a man, if you become emotional, you lose. Here is afternoon. It's noon. It's around 12, 13. 13 minutes past 12. So, bro, if you get emotional as a man, you've already lost. Uh, uh, so I've told you, bro, if you get emotional, you've already lost. So some wisdom for you, wise man. And I've told you, your opinion are not facts. And I've told you, even fools, they do get old. So don't bank on your age as wisdom. Coming here and telling me about Hinduism. Do you think I can worship a cow, me? I'm an African, man, a proper African. Some people are very stupid. At it, Christianity is from Africa. Never had such a thing, and government has taken no such action. So guys, ask me anything. Ask me anything. Leave alone that Salman Khan of dumb people. By the way, continue liking the channel, subscribing. Here is where you'll get everyday football news. And first of all, I was taking some medicines here. I don't know why I should stop. I'm swallowing garlic because I have some chest problem. Ask me anything, guys. Ask me anything. It might be concerning football, politics, African ideologies, history, whatever you feel like you want to engage with me. I'm all ears. Or my mic is on. I'm all ears. Ask me anything. And by the way, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe my channel. Do all that good stuff. Sorry. My Hindu brother, you ran away. This guy is so dumb. Never seen a dumb Indian like this one. But African damn motherfucker. Like the channel, man. Like the video. And you ask me anything. What are we doing here? Do all that good stuff. Engage me anything politically, sports, African ideologies. By the way, would you like to hear the stories of African heroes? Like the likes of Kwame Nkrumah, the likes of, first of all, right now there is another fierce one known as Julius Malema. I love Julius Malema. I love myself some tough leaders who cannot be some people's pushovers. Yeah, by the way, Africa is being failed by our simp leaders. We need to have like 10 Ibrahima Traores and 25 Malemas. Yeah. And do you know this Kenyan philosopher by the name of Lumumba, Patrick Lumumba? Yeah. And we need another 50 like him. And we watch this African continent transform. By the way, have you ever asked yourself why in Europe there is no borders? You can move from Italy, go through France, go to England. Yeah, you can move however you want. But in Africa, in Kenya, if I want to go to my neighboring country here, Tanzania, I need to spend like the whole day in offices, chasing stamps and approvals. And yet, we are competing with the same countries or the same continents, those of Europe. And yet, I cannot move from here to my neighboring country without signing a lot of very unnecessary documents. Yeah. So, I won't say blame it on your leaders necessarily, one leader per se. I would say blame it on the mode of leadership, because even you, when you go, when you are employed somewhere, or when you go to a school somewhere or a certain institution, you will behave as the culture of there is shaped. You cannot come with your behaviors from somewhere else. You cannot come with the culture of somewhere else and come and influence everyone. No, you are the one who is alone. So it is you that they will assimilate into their culture. Yeah. So these African leaders, you cannot blame them individually or one as a person, but the culture of African leadership. Yeah. Because if the former president was taking things without permission, I won't use the other term. If the former president was taking things without permission, what makes you think the incoming president won't do the same? And if you are tough on him to not do the same, to him it will look as if it's unjust. That is the just thing to do, but to him it will appear unjust. Do you know why it appears unjust? Because of the bad culture we have as Africans. And by the way, my humble opinion, just but my humble opinion, all of these other races or these other continents, all of them, they live like if they die tomorrow, they have no problem with it. They are much invested with today. Yeah. But we Africans, we always have to go the other wrong route. Because when a European gets, let's say, I won't say European, when an African gets like $1 million, he will start looking for other ways to invest the cash he has just earned. But an African, do you know what an African will do? He will go and hide this money as university fees. And do you know how old the child is that they're saving this money for, so that the child can go to university? The child is 2 years old. So this 1 million, this 2 million for an African, it will stay preserved for like 20 years so that a certain child can go to university. Whereas if you give a European or an African that same 2 million or 1 million, by the time it's 2-3 years, he already has like 6, 7, 10 million. Yeah, he already has like 6, 7, 10 million. So as Africans and non-Africans can never compete. Africans are invested with today. No, non-Africans are invested with today. Africans are invested with the future, yet they are not building that future today. So this future that Africans are focused in, it always turns out to be the way these people who are invested in today, the way they want it to be. That's why in Africa we produce metal, yet our spoons, all of them are imported. Africa has the best fertile lands, but yet some African countries are starving. Yeah, Africa has like diamonds, and we do not have manufacturing companies to manufacture them. We must take them, like when you go to buy something, like made in Kenya, made in USA. I need to pick this. Why? Why? Materials are coming from Africa. Yeah? That culture, that wrong culture is what is affecting even our leaders. Imagine with a united Africa and a united currency. And I do not take part in any governmental activities or issues. Whatever I'm doing here, I'm doing for entertainment purposes, please. I'm just engaging people's minds. Yeah. Imagine a united Africa using one type of currency. Africa using one currency, you know what that means? If Africa unites today and they start using one currency today, it means we remove the US dollars out of business today. Because Africa has gold, Africa has oil, Africa has diamond, Africa has sites, tourist sites, Africa has everything. US does not have gold, US does not have oil. So if we unite today, US cannot compete with us. And that is why they will never allow us to form such a thing. And when they don't allow us, what do we do? What do we do? We run to those other parties. What we forget is they are brothers and they look alike. So whenever we start a war with this one, they go to the other one and tell them, and they tell them, do you see how he has dealt with us? You are next. So support us and let's put him in his place, and that is how Africa is sabotaged. If Africa wants to be Africa, if Africa wants to be Africa, first we should cut all ties. We should cut all ties with anyone that is not African. After that, remove all borders. Yeah, let's not make those borders. Let's not make them countries. Let's make them cities. Uganda city, Kenya city, Nigeria city, Sudan city, Egypt city. Let's make them cities. Once we advertise with non-Africans, then we name our countries as cities. The next thing, we form a military unit for the whole Africa. Aye. Then we finish with making our own currency. They will never see us. They will never see us. But do we have leaders that have the guts to execute such a mandate? I think we don't. I think we're even not close to getting there. You know, God is God. God is God. And whatever God wants is whatever happens. So we continue to pray for Mama Africa and her children. And we continue to support each other. Like by you pressing that like button for me, to you it is nothing, but to me, hi, it makes my entire day. But support is earned, support is not forced. So guys, me, I think that was my time. That was my time. I'm done. If you have been late every day, same time, same place, you'll find me here. Today was Ask Me Anything. We were discussing politically. Tomorrow maybe we will discuss football because today there is a lot of games in the course of the day. That's why I want to wrap this up. I want to go and watch some football. So yeah, same place. Press that like button for me. I'm still a nobody and I want to be some. So show some love for a brother. Show some love. Show some love. Otherwise, tunaona baadaye. Toka hapa.